Hello friends, welcome back. And today we are going to discussing about how to handle the frames and iframes. Okay, and basically, what is a frame? A frame is nothing but it will contain one website inside the frame. In one web application, n number of frames we can able to create. If the frame is basically carry the entire website in a single page. Like if you imagine, uh, this is my entire page. Okay, like here to here my web page will be there. Okay, I want to store some website, okay, in the same page. I don't want to go for another page. Then how we can able to do it? For that we can able to create one frame, iframe. Okay, how much width and how much height, how much space you want, that much we can able to specify in a frame. Okay, this is the frame. In this frame we can able to see for entire web application inside this particular frame. Okay, in this web application, again you can able to create for n number of frames. There is no restriction. Okay. And also we have another option like a frame can have another frame inside it. Frame. Not only a single, we can able to create n number of frames inside a frame. This is called as a nested frame. Okay. Means it will contain complete web application. Then how we can know that that particular application having for frame or not. Whenever you can see here, if you scroll down, see we are able to see inspect, view page source, and these all options, but we are not seeing anything. Okay, when you click this particular button and if you scroll down, now see reload a frame and view frame source and page source. There are two additional options are given, right? If you click for this particular button and if you see, now only we can able to see only for inspect and this one, right? And again here also same, here also same. We are not seeing. Only in this particular location we are able to see for that particular frame. How frame tag will be present. Okay, there is called like when you inspect here, you can see if you scroll up, there is a called here. See, iframe. This called iframe. That ID is presented and SRC URLs and they will give them for name or height or something. You can see the height is 80 pixel. Okay, 80 pixel, that is the size they are specified for the frame. That frame again it is started here. The documentation is started, see HTML tag and everything it is started inside the frame. Okay, inside the frame it will start for one particular website itself. Okay, there is no specific thing. Okay, they can able to create for n number of things. Inside the frame again they can able to create for another frame. Then how we can able to handle in our playwright? If you go for playwright documentation, okay, if you go down frame section. Okay, these are frames. Okay, if you see the frames by default, the frames it will be like we can use for frame locator. Okay, frame locator is nothing but you can use for any specific locators and all. Okay, and if you go for a number of finding count and all, we can use. Okay, frame locator is nothing but any XPath or any label, anything you can able to use, but you need to follow with the ID and all, then only you can able to reuse, otherwise you can't, right? And how you can able to reuse concept means there is another called the frame. There are two options, one is frame locator and another one is frame. Frame locator, it will accept for locator with extension we need to provide that particular locator, then only we can able to access it. Okay, if you are going for frame, it will accept for two things, one is name of the frame and name of URL. These are the two options it will accept. Okay, you can pass for a name or you can directly pass for a, and also we can able to specify some of the IDs and all if you want to fill it, and that also we can able to use. Okay, only for frame it will accept. If you specify frame, it will accept for name and also URL of the frame. Okay, one, and frame locator, it will accept for any locator. There is no restriction. Okay, how we can able to reuse. Okay, this concept. Okay, when you comes to here, and I'm going to use for a click file frames dot spec dot ts. Okay, and let's specify our import section. Now here I'm going to use for test frames async, and I can create for the function. Then we require for page to open our pages. Await page dot go to, and here we need to pass for URL. Okay. Now we need to wait some time, because otherwise sometimes it will open immediately, sometimes it will not open immediately. Okay. That moment without failing purpose we can able to use for 200 seconds. Then we need to click for the frame. Okay. Then how we can able to use? We can use for directly locator, or you can able to use for frame. Right. And now I'm going to use for frame locator. This is the idea I'm going to use. Okay. Now await a page dot a frame locator. Frame locator. In this frame locator, I'm going to pass for my ID. Then locator. What locator I'm going to inspecting? This particular button. Okay. In this particular button, again I'm going to inspecting here. You can see the button is having for ID. Okay. Close button. Okay. Here again I'm going to use for ID. So okay. And now if I click this particular action, it will click and it will see the color will be changes, right? Now I'm going to store this particular one. You can use for directly click option, or else you can use for constant close variable, and then use for await close dot. You can specify closes. Okay. Await page dot await. Right. Okay. Now this is called, we are going to use for frame locator, and we are storing in a variable, and then we are going to click. Okay. This is the way we are going to use. Okay. Now I'm going to run this particular one. Frames spec.txt. See, it is clicked, and you can see the color also it is changed, right? Now we are able to click by using the frame locator. Okay. And even we can able to count for complete frames, whether how many frames we have in our website. Okay. Even we can able to count how many frames are presented inside a frame. Okay. And which page dot frames. Page dot frames. This particular method will return how many frames it is present inside a website. Okay, you can see array of attached the pages. Okay, we are going to store that by using constant count frames. Okay, and then we need to check the length. Okay, console dot log, and there we can use for count comma count frames dot a length. This will give you for how many it is presented inside a page. Okay, then even we can I will run for this one next. Okay, and we'll see for next option that called a frame. We can able to use for frame. There are two things. One is name and another one is URL. Okay. If that particular frame is having for name, you can see now example. Here we can able to see the ID location, right? In the ID location, if it is name, it is presented. That particular name we are used directly. We can pass and we can able to reuse it. Okay, without specifying hash also. Okay. Now even we can able to use it for frame by using for URL. There is a URL, it is present inside the SRC, right? For that we can able to use and we can able to navigate it. Okay, how we can we able to copy this entire thing and do it, or see if you right click of that particular URL, okay, and there is a copy link address, okay, you can copy that particular one, okay, and then you can reuse it, otherwise it will not work out as expected. Okay, then we can comes to here constant frame and await page dot frame. Okay, and here we are going to specify for URL, right? For this again curly braces URL and then specify for that URL. Okay, then you can use for await frm dot locator. What locator we are going to indicating here? That is called a close button ID, right? That ID single quotation hash ID dot click. Okay, this way we can able to use. Okay, now whether we are able to click or not, we'll see. Okay, now again I'm running. This is basically by using for URL. See, it is clicked again, the color got changed. Okay, by using this also we can able to click, and also you can see number of frames it is presented. Four frames are presented inside that. Okay, and in case if you have any frame related to frame name, then also you can able to use it. You can see here await page dot frame, and here you can able to see name, and the name you can able to specify what name you have that particular frame. Like this you can able to pass it, otherwise directly also you can able to pass it, no issues. Like this also, but if you pass the curly braces and name and then specify what name you want to for that particular frame, what other frame is presented for that particular site, that particular name you can pass it inside this particular naming section place. Then you can use for locator finding for that particular web element and click or sign anything you can able to use it. Okay, based upon your conditions. If you do like this and we can able to find it immediately, no issues. Okay, these are the two different ways we can able to use it in a frames in a playwright and playwright by using for TypeScript and JavaScript. And next video session we'll discuss with the nested frames, how we can able to click for nested frames and all. Okay, thank you for watching and please do subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.